I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on trigonometry. Here is excellent contribution by Mr. Raju Ved. Raju, thanks a lot for sharing this brilliant question. I really appreciate it, and I hope many of our viewers and subscribers will like the question and its solution. Explain why the following solution is incorrect for square root 3 sine x equals to cos x. So I'll actually provide you with the solution which should have been here, but I thought I'll do it so that you could see how we could actually work out a wrong solution, and I'd like you to point out the mistake as we move forward. Now we'll actually restrict our domain from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, right? Okay, so this is the question. We need to find the value of x. So in the first step, what I do is I square both sides. So I get square root 3 sine x whole square equals to cos square x, which gives me 3 sine square x equals to cos square x. I'm writing as 1 minus sine square x. Bringing it to the left side, we get 3 sine square x plus sine square x equals to 1. 4 sine square x equals to 1 sine square x equals to 1 over 4 sine x is equal to plus minus square root of 1 over 4, which gives me plus minus 1 over 2. Now, so for sine x, we're looking for both the values. We look into, whenever we solve, we look into these two things. A special triangle, whenever it is helpful, right? So, this is 1, this is 2, and this is square root of 3 when this angle is 30 degrees, right? And this is 60 degrees. So that is one thing. Second is, now we know in the first quadrant, angle 30 degrees is our solution. This is the opposite side. So basically, we get a solution which is kind of like this, right? Since we are looking for both positive and negative values, we get 30 degrees, 150 degrees, 180 minus 30, and 180 plus 30, 210 degrees, and 300 degrees. So we get 4 solutions for our case, right? So that is our answers. We write down answer as x equals to 30 degrees, 150 degrees, 210 degrees, and 300 degrees. Okay, so that is the answer we provide. You need to figure out what is the mistake. On the other hand, let us do the correct solution also. Which is also provided by Raju. That's a perfect solution, and that is, we have square root of 3 sine x equals to cos x. So we do sine x over cos x equal to 1 over square root 3. Right, so again we are looking into the same this thing. We are looking now for tan value. So tan x is equal to 1 over square root 3. Now as far as tan is concerned, tan x is positive in which quadrants? It is only positive in quadrant 1, because that's the rule, right? All sine, tan, and cosine. So as far as tan is concerned, it is only in these two quadrants when it is positive, right? So the answer is either 30 degrees and 210 degrees, but not the others, right? So we get answer which is 30 degrees and 210 degrees, which is definitely the correct answer. Right, so I hope most of you must have got the mistake by now. So when you look at this, clearly those are the wrong answers, and makes sense. Cos x is negative here, right? I mean, cos x is positive, but sine is negative here. So negative and positive things cannot be equal. So that gives you an idea that this particular step which we did, square both sides. Now, whenever you square both sides, we incorporate errors. Reason is that, if it is minus 1, when you square it, it becomes positive 1. But minus 1 is not equal to positive 1. You get the idea, right? So if I have, if I go from this side, let us say from this side up, we are making a mistake. So this is very critical. So whenever you square, you have to look into what could go wrong. So you have to check for mistakes. So in this case, you need to check for mistakes. Now, this is not a wrong strategy. It is the correct strategy, but you need to check for mistakes at the end, right? So we call them extraneous results. So it is kind of important to understand that whenever you square both sides, you may incorporate errors, and these errors should be checked for. So when you landed up with 4 solutions, you have to understand that sine and cosine, when you want them to be equal, in that case, either both are positive or both are negative, right? So you only expect answer in quadrant 1 or in quadrant 3. So that could be an easy check for you. Do you understand? So these are very important things to consider when you're providing solutions, right? So it could be in trigonometry or any other branch of mathematics. So that's kind of very important. I hope that makes sense. So Raju, thanks a lot for sharing and taking your time to write down all the solutions and sharing with me. Thank you, and all the best.